did 40 handstand push-ups every day for a week. Here's what happened. In previous challenges, I've done 200 push-ups a day and 100 pull-ups a day, both with great results. I wanted to see if this style of training could work for more intense exercises, like the handstand push-up, which is currently one of my calisthenics goals. So for the next 7 days, I'm going to be doing 40 handstand push-ups every day, with the goal of increasing my strength and being able to do 3 to 5 freestanding handstand push-ups by the end of it. To conduct the experiment, I will be doing as many sets as necessary throughout the day to complete the 40 reps, with the form requirements being nose to floor and keeping my back as neutral as possible. For results, my first set each day will be my max wall assisted handstand push-ups, and I'll compare my results from day 1 to day 7. Just quickly before we get started, remember to like and subscribe if you take anything away from this video, and without further ado, let's get into it. Hey guys, it's day 1 of doing 40 handstand push-ups a day. I'll do a quick wrist warm-up and then I'll get into my first set. I'm hoping to get around 8 to 10, but we'll see how it goes. The first day went pretty smoothly. In the morning, I tested my max and managed to knock out 8 consecutive reps. For transparency, in the past I've managed to do up to 11 consecutive reps, although my back was probably more arched, which makes the exercise easier as there's more muscle recruitment in the pecs. Just keep that in mind when I talk about my results at the end, since I could have just been feeling a bit weaker that day. I did another 8 reps 2 hours later after finishing some work, and then did the last 24 reps of the day over 4 sets in the gym. Now, many of you might be wondering what style of training this is. Did I just make it up, or is it a legitimate training style? Well, it is actually a real training style called greasing the groove, and involves practicing a specific exercise at a very high frequency throughout the day. This means doing multiple sets throughout the day, typically not going until failure, where you rest anywhere from 30 minutes to a couple of hours between each set. It's recommended by a lot of fitness influencers as a great way to improve strength and technique with a fraction of the time commitment. I started day 2 really strong, hitting a max of 10 reps after waking up. Before you think that this training was doing some kind of magic, increasing my max by 20% in one day, there are several possible reasons for this increase. Firstly, I could have been a bit lighter on day 2, since I ate less the previous night than usual, which anyone who does calisthenics can tell you makes a massive difference. Secondly, I think my back was slightly more arched than on the first day for the first 4 to 5 reps, since I forgot to actively focus on the posterior pelvic tilt. I knocked out another 9 reps before lunch, and then another 9 after lunch, then finished the last 9 reps chest to wall at the calisthenics park. The chest to wall variation is far more difficult than the back to wall variation, as it's much more obvious when you cheat by arching your back, so places more pressure on your shoulders. However, the movement pattern also mimics the freestanding handstand push-up far more closely, and by the principle of specificity, will be better for learning the free handstand push-up than the back to wall variation. For this reason, I decided to incorporate more chest to wall handstand push-ups throughout the remainder of the week, and to try to increase my strength in the chest to wall variation. I only got 5 hours of sleep on day 3 and managed 9 back to wall handstand push-ups in the morning. An hour later, I did my first chest to wall set, managing 5 reps, and then attempting a drop set with back to wall handstand push-ups, but only managing to squeeze out 1 more rep before failing. I finished the rest of the handstand push-ups throughout the day, doing them all back to wall, doing 8 after class, 9 at night, and the last 8 before heading to bed. So why am I even doing this experiment in the first place? Well, I've been trying to master the handstand push-up for many years now, and still haven't gotten to a level that I'm satisfied with. I want to be able to do 3 to 5 freestanding handstand push-ups consistently, and while I have managed to achieve 3 in the past, that was a one-off thing and I haven't managed to replicate it since. Currently, I can get 1 rep consistently before falling, and I'm hoping that doing this experiment will increase my shoulder strength so that strength isn't a limiting factor, and I can focus more on the technique of the handstand push-up. On the morning of day 4, I decided to test my max chest to wall handstand push-ups instead of back to wall, and surprised myself, managing to knock out 7 reps. This is by far a new PR for me, as I usually fail after doing anywhere from 3 to 5 reps of chest to wall handstand push-ups. It felt way easier to do than usual, and was also done with better form, since usually my back arches significantly when I do the chest to wall variation. For the rest of the day, I did 10 back-to-wall handstand push-ups, and then did the rest of them chest-to-wall in the gym, managing sets of 7, then 6, then 5 reps to finish off the 40. I also tried doing a freestanding handstand push-up, and it felt super smooth. I think that doing the chest-to-wall variation really made a big difference, because I'm trying to be as light on my feet as possible, and doing it freestanding felt very similar to that. Still feeling strong on the morning of day 5, I managed to knock out 8 chest-to-wall reps. However, this is where things started to go downhill. In the afternoon, I was really sore, and when I tried doing my next set, I only managed 8, even though it was back to wall. The reps all felt really hard, and surprisingly, I could feel the soreness kicking in around my back and lats rather than in my shoulders. In the evening, I only managed 8 back to wall reps again, followed by 4 chest to wall, and finally 6 back to wall reps to finish off the 40.
Hey guys, it's 2:30 a.m. Just got back from a Macca's run with some friends, but still got 6 more handstand push-ups to finish up, so yeah, let's go.
That night, I went to bed feeling extremely tired and sore. Day 6 was no better than day 5, with my max chest to wall reps in the morning regressing back down to 7, and in addition to that, they felt much harder than they did on day 4. My maximum back to wall reps was again down to 8, and after lunch I could only do 5 chest to wall handstand push-ups. While I can't say for certain, I think that this sudden drop in performance is due to the huge jump in the volume of handstand push-up training, since I've never done this much, and I think that the volume is catching up to me. Perhaps if I decreased the load or did them every second day, I could avoid this and maximize gains, but I had to push through for the sake of the challenge. I finished the remaining handstand push-ups going chest to wall during my calisthenics workout, and every set felt far harder than they had been feeling from days 1 to day 4. On day 7, I again managed 7 chest to wall reps in the morning, followed by another 7 before lunch. However, after that I was out for the whole day and couldn't finish the reps, so I decided to take the day off and finish the challenge the next day. I started my handstand push-ups on day 8 super late, doing my first set at 4:30 p.m. and using similar form to on day 1 so that I could compare them. I only managed 8 back to wall reps, which is the same number that I achieved on day 1, and is less than what I managed from days 2 to 4. This was pretty disappointing, and again, I think that it was due to the build-up of fatigue throughout the week, which my body hadn't been able to recover from. I did the remaining 32 handstand push-ups chest to wall throughout the workout, managing only one set of 7, followed by a set of 6, and finishing up the remainder in sets of 5 and 4 reps. Hoping to see some positive results, I decided to wait for 48 hours to let my body rest and recover before testing my max again. However, I was sorely disappointed, only managing 6 chest to wall reps and not having enough strength left to test my back to wall max afterwards. I didn't even need to test it to know that it wouldn't have been much, if any, better than on day 1, just from how difficult the chest to wall reps felt. Overall, while my back to wall handstand push-ups feel very similar to on day 1, my chest to wall handstand push-ups have definitely improved and gotten stronger, although my performance on both was definitely worse at the end of the experiment than it was during the middle. Doing this challenge without any rest days was probably a mistake, as I didn't give my body a chance to recover from the intensity and volume of the handstand push-ups. I might do an experiment in the future trying a similar thing, but doing them every second day instead to see if I can maximize gains that way. But let me know in the comments if that's something that you'd be interested to see. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.